here because my roots needed doing, but we're going to get it done anyway because things always hit better if they are said in the moment. So that's why I'm practicing doing these live streams. So I want to talk to you today about feeling like you are broken or feeling like you are in need of fixing or healing, because I think that's a place that a lot of people who are into self development find themselves feeling like they need to be constantly healing, they need to fix themselves, they need to just work harder on their self development. And I just want to give you another perspective. So I'm going to start by sharing with you a very brief and boring sounding story about a boyfriend that I had when I was about 16. So this is nothing to do with the boyfriend himself. This is to do with an item of clothing that he had. And I'm just laughing because I'm thinking if anybody watches this that's known me since I was a teenager, you're gonna know exactly who this is just from the item of clothing. So I went out with this guy and he, for his birthday, received a gift. And the gift was off his mum and it was quite an expensive jacket. It was a leather jacket, right? You'll have to put in the comments if you know who this is. Um, so he got this leather jacket for his birthday off his mum, and it was from Harvey Nichols, and it was leather, and it was, I think it was about 250 quid. I know that because she never stopped telling us that it was over 200 quid because she thought she was a bit special, this woman. She was absolutely insufferable, like all my, no, not all my mother in laws, but most of them have been. Um, so she got him this jacket for his birthday, right? And it was nice. It was a really nice jacket and it fit him really well. He felt really confident in it. Everybody was commenting, saying what a nice jacket it was. And because he liked it so much, he wore it every day. Like it became his jacket that he wore every single day of his life. And he got more and more attached to this jacket. And obviously, as time went on, he would like spill something on it, it'd get ripped, it'd get damaged. Like, it wasn't looking as good as it once was, right? So this jacket never left his back. It became like a part of his identity, which is what I want to talk to you about today. So, identity is what we're going to talk about. But he wore this jacket every single day. Now, this guy obviously got older, put a bit of timber on, and I saw him on a train maybe 10, 10 years after, maybe even more, like 10, 15 years after. And he was still wearing this jacket, right? He was still wearing this leather jacket. And it was so ill-fitting at this point. It had like tears in it, it had stains on it, it just wasn't looking good. It was faded, it was just like not good. And this is what so many of us do with our identity because it feels so comfortable. It feels like it's a part of us. It represents us. It's who we are. And we don't know who we are without the jacket or without the identity. So what we do is when it gets damaged in some way because it's been through some shit and it's got the stains and it's got the tears and it's faded, is we spend all of our effort and our time going at like, like trying to fix it, trying to re-dye the jacket, trying to fix the holes in it, trying to just make it look better, even though it's out of shape, it's stretched, it doesn't fit anymore, it just looks shit. It doesn't look like it once did. So we try and pour all our energy into fixing the jacket, and this is very much about what you may be doing now in your life, trying to fix who you are, trying to fix the identity that you have been holding on to for a really long time. And I just want to put it to you that you are not the jacket. That's just something that you're wearing, and you've got the option to take it off whenever you want. You can just take the fucking jacket off and you can put a new jacket on, right? You can take your identity off, you can shed that old identity, and you can put a new identity on. But we don't do that because even though we don't like the one that we're wearing anymore, we don't like the way that it looks, the way that it feels, it's still comfortable. It's still what we're used to wearing. So we get very, very attached to it and we don't want to let it go. But what you really are is not the person that you've sort of come to know. It's not the traits that you've got. It's not your personality. It's not your name. It's not the thing that you do for a living. It's pure consciousness. You are pure consciousness. You are just awareness. And you are having this human experience. And awareness gets to choose the identity that it shows up in. So if you don't like the identity that you are in and you are not enjoying the life that that identity is experiencing right now, choose a new fucking identity, babe. Like, put a new jacket on. Stop trying to fix. So, like, put all of your energy into fixing something that's old, that's worn out, that just doesn't suit you anymore, and put a new one on. You are not who you think you are. We think that our identity is so fixed and it's not. Like, it is not fixed. Think of all the different identities that you've already been through. So there'll be certain aspects of your identity that have maybe been with you for a really long time. It might be like a label that you've given yourself, it might be a struggle that you have, but there are different parts of you that you show up as. Like, for example, when you're at work, maybe you're a different identity when you are at work. Maybe you are a different identity around your friends, maybe with your family members. We're all constantly changing aspects of our identity to fit, the environment that we're in, but there's certain bits of it that we just keep hold of forever and they're not serving us anymore. So I just want to put it to you that if you are in that space where you're feeling like you need to be fixed and you're working really hard and you're doing all the things, maybe you're going getting like therapy, or you're going doing, I don't know, doing anything to try and fix the version of you that you are because you feel like you're not good enough in some way in order to experience a new life, then you have the option to just shed that old identity, to take the jacket off, walk away from it, and put a new one in. There's nothing stopping you from doing that because you are pure consciousness. You're not who you believe you are. An identity, think about, if like when you are born, you don't really have an identity. The first thing that you're given is a name, but that's not even chosen by you. You're like given a name by somebody, and then you start to collect these beliefs about the world around you, about who you are. Maybe somebody makes like a shitty comment about you, and that sticks with you for the rest of your life, like a really small comment that, probably isn't even like a big deal, but it's stuck in your mind somewhere. That's formed a part of your identity. The people that you watch around you, maybe your parents, the friends that you're around, all of the stuff that you consume on the telly, on online, whatever it is, they are forming your identity. They are forming your assumptions about who you are and what you believe to be true. And that's who you've become. And maybe you don't like that anymore. Maybe you're feeling really stuck there. You're not. At any time, you can just say, fuck that. That's not me anymore. Like, I'm walking away from that. You don't have to try and fix who you are. You have to just reselect, because consciousness is unlimited. You have got unlimited versions of you, and you just have to make a decision that that's not you anymore. I don't identify with that anymore, and identify with something new. And that is going to save you from years of getting trapped in this healing loop. And I think, don't get me wrong, like, there's nothing wrong with healing. I'm not against healing, but don't think that you have to heal in order to get what you want, in order to be in the right relationship, in order to, I don't know, make more money, have a different career, live in a different place, whatever it is that you want. You don't have to heal that version. You can simply select the new one. I am the person that experiences this. I don't relate to that anymore. Doesn't matter what my 3D is showing me, doesn't matter what the world around me is showing me. I am going to select this new version and be loyal to that one. And that's what I'm going to do, because I don't know, I think, in especially like in self-development and maybe like a lot of spirituality, which is kind of blurred, like the lines are blurred between spirituality and manifestation world, you're very heavily encouraged to be healing all the time. And it's like, if you're not healing, you're not trying hard enough. That's bullshit, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with healing, but it's not necessary. You can just reselect. So I hope that that was helpful, and I will see you soon. I'm just gonna read these comments. Shall I read them out to you? Shit. It means buy new clothes. Hi, my the sofa. Yap, 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 yap. So, like, if you're in the identity of any of these people that are leaving comments on a live stream of a complete stranger, maybe you need to reselect a new identity because there's something wrong with that one, babe. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.